First day of practice, just what was the vibe and the feeling out there today?
I feel like it was a okay day. You know, we got a lot of things to improve, but that always happens on the first day, you know? So, yeah, that's just how I feel about it today, really. So, yeah.
DJ, you're kind of drenched. Was it that kind of practice?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Coach Elko demand a lot from us, you know, so you just got to go out there and give it your all. And I feel like everybody's going to leave overly drenched if you go hard. So.
What was the highlight from today's practice in your mind, something that stuck out to you?
I think one of the highlights today is just seeing everybody push through to end the practice. You know, I feel like especially in the D-line room, we had a lot of guys push through, and sometimes that can be hard the first day of practice. So I feel like that was one of the biggest highlights today, for sure.
You know, how hard is day one, right? Like you've had multiple day ones now. Is there like jitters? Is there a little bit of rust coming off? Like, how would you describe today?
It's definitely jitters. You know, coming into something that you really care about, you know, you're always going to be a little nervous, you know. So I feel like it was a little bit of jitters, a little bit of everything. But the first play, once you get that first play done, it just turns into playing football again. So.
Was there a point during today where those nervous jitters started to kind of dissipate a little bit?
Oh yeah. That first play. That's from every time for me. I get real nervous. You know, I'm a real nervous type of guy. But after the first play, I get the first little pads hit. I'm good. So.
I know it's just been short, but what has been like going against this offensive line and some of those new guys that?
Oh yeah, we got a really talented offensive line. You know, they're gonna make us all better, just like we're gonna make them better. You know, we got dudes like Trayvon and Cohen, all these newer guys that came in, and they're really good players. So you know, just playing against them every day, going against Mark Nabu and dudes like that every day is no way I can get better, no way they're not gonna get better. So.
What do you think could be the idea to get this defensive line with the big pieces it has and you know, come back so back?
It's all a brotherhood, you know. We always try to stick together, you know. We always hang out together. We always got each other back, and I feel like that's really been our motto this year, is just sticking together through anything. And if we stay together, we can get through anything at any time. So.
DJ, what is it like for you? You're the old guy on the line.
Yeah.
You're the longest, and just taking that role of a senior guy.
Man, it's so real. To think this is my last fall camp, probably, just to really sit back and think about that, man, it's just so real. I'm just taking in the moment, trying to be a leader as much as I can right now. So, yes, sir.
What's the competition been like among the defensive tackles in particular throughout the offseason coming into this preseason part?
Man, I feel like all those guys make me better, like every day, you know. It's never, we got so many talented dudes that you can never relax in that room, you know. So I just feel like having dudes like Angelo McCullough, Landon Rink, DJ Sanders, CJ Mims, shoot, the list goes on. Like having dudes like that, man, you can't never relax, and it just makes you a better player and a better, you know, better person. So.
You know, when you're three under Mike Elko, kind of what's been the message and what's kind of been the theme of this year's team?
I feel like our biggest message, has just been like just to finish, you know. We've had 2 years in a row where we feel like we haven't really done that yet. So I think our biggest thing this year is probably just to finish and go hard every single play, you know. So.
Playing behind Albert and Tyler last year, what were kind of the biggest things you learned from two guys you got drafted?
Yep.
What do you think you could apply from what you learned?
T.O., I learned a lot from T.O. I learned his get off. He always tried to get off the ball. He always tell me, just rush the passer every play, you'll be all right. So just his get off and following him, and then learning from Big Al. Some of the things that Albert can do, I can't really do because he's such a strong guy, you know. But I've learned so much from him, just his leadership and the way he took care of himself. He took care of his business every day, and that's basically the two things I've tried to implement from both of their games.
What were some of the main things that you sought to work on this offseason to take a step in your game, and just how you felt like you progressed in those areas? I
feel like my biggest thing was I wanted to come in and give myself the best opportunity by being in shape and coming in and getting my body right and getting my mind right. And I think the biggest things I've had to focus on is my ball get off and getting off the rock. In the past years, I feel like I wasn't doing that as well. So those are the biggest focus key points for me this year.
I want to ask a little bit about some of the younger guys in the position group. You talked about Landon Rink, DJ Sanders, guys like Bryce Perry, right? How do you feel like those guys are transitioning in program and developing?
They're transitioning really well. They're doing everything that you can ask from them. You know, they work really hard. They play really hard. You know, they come in every single day trying to learn and soak up everything, you know, and they listen very well. So they've done everything that you would want from younger guys in the room.
What does Angelo in specific bring to the table, and just how you feel like he in particular fit into this D-line so far?
Angelo is a kid that, like a dude that you can definitely tell loves the game of football. He always wants to be better, and he always wants to learn, you know. And he brings in this type of tenacity, this type of violence about him that we really need in the room, you know. And he's going to be really special. I feel like he's going to do a lot of great things here.
DJ, what was it like for you first few years, kind of being more in that backup role, and then now going to potentially the starting role? What's it been like kind of waiting your time? After being such a highly rated recruit, and now this is kind of your time?
It's been a little hard at first, but you know, you got to run your race. Older I got, the more I noticed that everybody can't be 3 and done. You know, not everybody's meant to start right away. You know, you just got to run your race and take your time. And with time and with learning, you will become what you want to be. So.
What kept you from being too impatient, wanting to go somewhere else, or wanting to?
My two biggest things is that I just love this place. I love being here. I love being an Aggie. So it's really hard for me to want to leave. And also my coaching staff and playing for Coach Elko and how they believe in me and how they've developed me into a better man and as well as a better player. It's so hard to just want to leave this place. I really believe in the stuff that we can do here.
Is there something extra fun about this first couple of days? We all practicing at night. You don't have school.
Yep.
It kind of feels a little bit more like a pro camp or something like that.
A little bit, you know. We're not there yet. We're not at the level of the pros, you know. But it does feel like we can just go out here and just focus on ball. You know, that's what we like to do. So I feel like that's just how it feels to me. Is that we can just play football, do what we love to do.
You mentioned the offensive line earlier. I'm curious about Mark in specific, just what he's meant for maybe bridging the gap with the new guys that they've had on that offensive line, and just where you've seen him grow in his game this offseason.
Yeah, he's a really good leader, older guy. You know, a lot of those dudes in that room, the younger guys, I could tell they look at him, you know, because he has been a veteran in that room. And like I said, Mark pushes me to even be better every day. You know, he's grown so much into a better player. So, yeah, I just try to go at him and he try to go at me every day. So.